Hello darling, welcome back. Today we are checking out more Martin, Mr. Pants. I don't know what to call him at this point. But we are continuing his mysummercar videos, and this is driving 6,000 kilometers in mysummercar. I'm ready. I know this game is kind of crazy. I like how he's not only chaotic, but the game is as well. But holy crap, that ending. The ending from the last episode still kind of haunts me, not gonna lie to you. So maybe a little less shock and awe this time. Who knows. If you guys are new here, please do consider subscribing. It would really help me out, and I would very, very, very much appreciate it. Also, thank you so much for 25k. You guys are awesome, and I love you. Mwah. Are you guys ready? Let's go.
Ow!
Your suit.
Ow!
Oh!
Ah!
What?
Ow! My legs!
What?
Oh my god, that hurt!
What happened?
Ow! Ow! Oh, oh no. No. Hello again. Welcome back to Finland. A couple of months ago, I had a no good.
We're just yeah. Okay.
Very bad, terrible idea. I thought to myself, wouldn't it be fun if I made a YouTube short where for every subscriber it got, I'd drive 20 meters in this wonderful game, mysummercar.
Oh
The catch?
no.
The entire distance would be driven in this, the Satsuma, a car I assembled myself. But Satsuma has a little problem. Every part in the engine has durability and can break. Every single one. And believe me, they do break. Often. Now this probably would have been a good idea if I didn't make one simple, crucial mistake. Underestimating just how many people like watching numbers go up.
Oh no.
And so, on a fateful August day, I released that short. This is the story of why that was a terrible mistake. So, let us begin. But first, I recently caught an employee using Google Chrome. This is exactly how that went down. Okay, Jim, I'll put you down for your regular 22-hour shift. Wait a minute. Using Chrome?
What?
Fuckos, because this video is sponsored by Opera GX, the most awesome web browser ever. Riz? Who the fuck wrote this? What are you waiting for? Download Opera GX today, or I will find you and do terrible things to your foreskin.
I don't have one of those. Am I safe? Well, I also use Opera, so I feel like I'm just in the clear on both accounts.
This isn't a joke.
Oh,
Michael?
yo! How many people called Michael just got called out? Did you get a shiver up your back?
Use my link in the description and pinned comment, and thank you to Opera GX once again for sponsoring this video.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, with that, it was time to release the short. So
no.
I released the short. For every like it got, I'd drive 1 meter, and for every subscriber it got, I'd drive 20.
Oh!
My
Jesus.
expectations weren't particularly high, so when the short became my best performing short, got over 300,000 likes, and over 50,000 subscribers, I went, oh no. That translates to 1,507.6 kilometers. In this. Well. Shit. I couldn't back out now. I'd said I was going to do it, so I guess it was time for a martincitopants classic. A really long live stream. So, I spent a few days making some plans and preparations, and when the day came, went live.
Ooh.
Thursday. A good day to begin the longest drive of my life. I loaded the car up with the 2 most important items, beer and chips.
Nice. Not nice.
The first lap
nice.
around the lake served as a good warm-up lap. I crossed over the train tracks. I drove past my idiot cousin. I got some supplies from home. A jerry can, a helmet, a jack stand, and some motor oil. I drove past Grandma's house and the wonderful smelling sewer truck that I drove. The donations. So many donations. Now this is where it might be important to mention a small, tiny little detail.
Okay.
My team and I thought to ourselves, well, this stream is going to be great and all, but it's lacking a certain amount of Interactivity.
Okay.
This right here is where we turned this bad idea into a fucking terrible one. We thought to ourselves, wouldn't it be funny if every donation that gets sent adds a bit of distance? 10 meters for every $1, let's say. And then we thought to ourselves, that's clearly not going to be enough distance. Let's add a multiplier.
Okay.
Yes, I got another great idea. With all that weighing on my mind, I had no choice but to keep driving. So I kept driving. I drove back over the train tracks, past the swamp, past some lumber, onto the highway, into town, onto the dirt track, past the dance pavilion, and before I knew it, lap 1 had been completed.
Nice.
Now, it's hard to sound relatable when complaining about a literal flood of money, but the distance was in fact increasing very, very fast.
Okay.
Or at least it should have been. The distance hadn't actually moved at all for the past 20 minutes. Yes, that's right. Shortly after the stream started, the code shit itself and died.
Oh no.
Why? Well, for the code to tell how much someone donated, we first had to convert their currency into US dollars. But for some reason, the system we were using was missing some of the more obscure currencies. So when someone donated in fucking Cambodian riel, the code was like, what the fuck is a Cambodian riel? And died.
No.
Aside from the code shitting itself and the distance being negative, for some reason, Thursday had been a success and the car was working great.
Okay.
Greetings from Minnesota. Hope the suffering is good.
Soda! In the other room, the monkeys had been furiously assaulting their keyboards and had
Why the music as well, dude?
finally got the code back up and running again. Oh, the code's up and running. The distance went up 300 kilometers. What? It was in this moment, right here, that I realized I fucked up. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. Anyway, I sleep.
Nice.
Friday. Waking up, I checked my wonderful watch that I got from 100% legitimate means and did not steal from anyone at all.
No, never.
It read 10 a.m. Friday. A perfect day for driving everyone's favorite shitmobile,
Oh my god, dude.
Satsuma.
The crashes are insane.
Ah, yes. Satsuma. A car that I built myself long ago. Not a huge surprise then that Satsuma, as it turns out, is the least reliable piece of shit ever put on 4 wheels.
What?
Sometimes the oil is just black. The coolant hates being inside the radiator. All of the tires have gone flat. There's a small rodent living in the engine. The head gasket has exploded. The carburetor fell off. Now the car is very much on fire. The battery has gone flat. Again.
Oh my, that's a,
All the body panels have mysteriously gone missing. The pistons are gone. Okay, I've sorted all that out. Time for a nice, relaxing drop.
yeah.
So yeah, this car sucks, and sooner or later it was gonna eat shit and die.
Oh my days.
When it did, I'd have to figure out what went wrong and fix it myself.
Okay.
Anyway, with all that being said, it was Friday.
Yeah.
A great day for driving, which is exactly what I did the entire day. I encountered Cousin. I overtook Cousin. I crashed my car into a rock. I crashed into a pile of lumber. And then a donation told me to buckle my seatbelt.
Buckle thy harness.
Uh-oh. Oh my god.
Well, you fucker. Fuck. In this crash, my windshield had made the regrettable decision of breaking into a million pieces.
Oh.
Which is unfortunate for me because a windshield offers protection from things such as high velocity bug.
No. No, you're fucking with me.
Unfortunately, the
Did that actually... Did a bug actually... No. No, you're fucking with me.
only person capable of repairing my windshield is this guy, the local mechanic. And
Okay.
repairing it would take him several days. This is precisely why I brought a helmet with me. So if any bugs were
nice.
about, they wouldn't find their way into my eyeballs.
Oh my days.
And so, let's keep it moving. Back to the road.
I love that he's using a wheel for this as well. Like, I eventually want to get one of these because for the longest time I've wanted to do drunk driving simulator with the semis from watching Puffer and them do it. It looked like so much fun, but I don't have the wheel, and I feel like it's not the same if you don't have the wheel.
The rest of the driving on Friday was mostly uneventful, apart from when I crashed the car.
Oh.
And also when I crashed the car
Oh,
again.
nice.
And when I drove
Oh no.
over the train tracks.
Oh. Well.
Oh yeah.
That's me. That's literally me right now.
Yeah. So what the fuck was that? That, my friends, is Idiot Tier, a $500 YouTube membership tier that adds 20 more kilometers. So
Damn. Whoa. I also love how it's just called Idiot Tier. Whoa.
So when some lovely gentleman pressed join, clicked Idiot Tier, entered his bank details, more than likely got a call from the bank asking him what the fuck he's doing, and clicked purchase, it did this. Oh, there it is!
Oh no.
And with that, the day was over. Sleepy time.
That's
Honk.
insane.
Honk. Saturday. Yet another beautiful day in Finland. Now, let's have a look at the distance. Okay, we've done 87 kilometers. That's a pretty
Oh.
good pace. At this rate, we're gonna get there at,
Yeah?
yes, that's right. In 2 hours, the distance had increased by 1,000 kilometers.
Oh no.
Have you ever heard of the Bugatti Chiron? The fastest car on Earth? That car still wouldn't be able to keep up. Now, yes, that's pretty bad, but surely the donations would calm down as time went on,
Surely.
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, Saturday would bring about more challenges.
Okay.
The rally race.
Oh
Driving on this
no.
road was now significantly more dangerous because of these guys. Their only goal is to go fast. They do not care if something's in their way.
Oh my god.
But I had a plan. Wait for one of the drivers to shoot past and try my best to follow him. I waited
Okay.
for my moment, a car came barreling past, and the chase was on.
Oh dear. Oh god.
No,
Oh.
no, no.
Um.
Oh no. Please tell me I didn't hit anyone. Well, shit. This guy right here is one lucky bloke. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. It's just upside down. Once I'd finagled the car back onto its wheels, I continued driving.
Okay.
Please start. I'm begging
I
you.
believe. Yes.
Maybe trying to keep up with the car in front of me was a bad idea.
Oh no.
So how about instead let's drive a bit more conservative? Fucking bruh. The rest of the day, I spent driving, looking around for my ratchet set, and losing bits of my
Nice.
car.
Oh,
I
not
ended the
nice.
night at the dance pavilion. Not for any particular reason, just because I wanted to see what was going on.
What is wrong with
To
that
be
guy's
perfectly
arm?
honest, not much. I like this guy's moves.
That looks sick, dude. What do you mean?
I made a bit of a scene, and the security guard didn't really appreciate that. So, no, I'm not coming over there. No.
Dude, what is that hand? Imagine a security guard walks up to you and just gives you the whole come here.
Let's go home. Going home would take me past the repair shop, and while
Oh.
I was there, I figured that I should probably take a quick look at the car and see how it's doing.
Okay.
To make a long story short, not
Bad.
great.
Yeah.
Car engines need oil. If you don't have oil, then the metal in the engine scrapes against the other metal in the engine, and horrible, no good, very bad things happen.
Oh, like that.
Oil is
Oh,
meant to
Jesus,
be a slightly
fuck.
golden color, but when I checked the dipstick, it was not in fact a golden color, and in fact, pitch black, just black.
Oh.
Running the
Oh.
car on this filthy oil had no doubt done a lot of damage to the engine, but that would be a problem for future Mart. Current Mart just replaced the oil and went home.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see how that's gonna work.
Sunday, we had completed a pretty decent 118 kilometers
Woo!
out of 2,600.
Shh, don't worry about it.
Things were looking progressively worse and worse and worse. Today, I was gonna try moving the sofa from my house into town so I could sleep there. The problem with that, however, is the sofa is far too big for little Satsuma.
Right.
But I could.
No.
During my trip into town,
You're
I had
kidding.
to cross over the train tracks. In fact, for every lap I did around the map, I'd cross over them twice. Once
Okay.
here and once over here.
Okay.
And every time I went over them, I prayed, I hoped, I begged that the train wasn't there to turn me into a fine, finished paste.
Okay.
Even worse, the stupid sofa I was holding was taking up half of my screen.
Oh no.
And so,
no.
of course,
Oh. Stop. Stop fucking with me, you bitch. It's a good bit, but fucking stop it.
well, never mind then. I guess all that worrying was all for the train is here! No!
Oh dear. Okay, well,
Well. Shit. It's okay, I made some preparations before I started this stream. I have this bike.
okay.
Arriving on scene, the car was looking a little worse for wear. The fuel tank had fallen out, my supplies were
fine.
scattered all over the floor, and the sofa was nowhere to be seen. I had the couch is no longer here, so I got
no.
to fixing. Once everything was back on the car, I filled up the fuel tank with my jerry can
Okay.
and started her up.
Oh?
Driving the car, I quickly realized that one of the wheels was very much bent. So to fix
Ooh.
this, I went back home and found the digging bar. So watch this. Here the wheels bent slightly to the right.
Yeah.
Do that. That's a little better. Ooh, that's a lot better. And with the car fully repaired,
What?
I sleep. Monday. The start of a brand new week, and more importantly, no more rally race.
Hey.
Today, I was going to try drive as far as possible.
Okay.
And to prepare my mind and body for this task, I present to you Chip.
Nice.
And of course, once Chip was complete, road.
Of course. Dude.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! And that was Monday. A few more laps around the lake complete,
What was all the spam on the screen?
and what the fuck is that? Three.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh no. I, you know, I'm never ready for the brain rot because the brain rot is sometimes turned down during these videos and then it just gets a random like spike real quick and it just throws me for a loop.
Tuesday. Around this point, I was getting a bit sick of having to wear the helmet whenever I was driving, and chat was too. So I came up with an idea. Meet Fleetari, the mechanic. Fleetari is the only guy that can fix my windshield in the entire country of Finland. And doing so takes him several days, which in real life is a few hours.
Oh,
No good.
no
So I
good.
offered the chat two options. Fix the windshield instantly, but in return drink an entire case of beer, or do nothing and keep driving normally. Chat clearly
Okay.
and resoundingly voted for drunk driving. I'm so proud. So, Fleetari fixed my windshield, I put back 20 beers in a row, and hit the road.
Holy
You know what?
fuck.
I get it. It should be illegal to be having this much fun behind the wheel.
Oh no, dude. Oh no. What?
The rest of
Yeah.
Tuesday went pretty well, considering the circumstances. I managed to find the sofa that went missing after the train incident,
Nice.
and it completed another solid day of driving. I was in
Nice.
town, so I figured why not have a meal and beer at the pub. And this is where I met my old nemesis.
Oh.
This guy. I don't know his name. Many moons ago, I beat him up and stole his watch. He didn't appreciate that very much.
Oh!
He's
Oh!
punching me.
Yo! He's kicking your ass! Oh?
Yeah.
Are you on a park bench?
I got knocked out. I didn't realize at the time, but he also took his watch back. Where's my watch? That fucking bastard.
How dare he?
As the hours wore on, I got bored of driving like a conservative grandma. Ever since I found an entire bottle of nitrous sitting in the boot of my car, I have a lot of nitrous. I've been absolutely ripping it down the track.
Okay.
That was until, of course, I hit this bump a little too hard, the car
eep,
veered sharply off the road, and came to a stop at the hands of lumber.
Whoa!
This very minor high-speed accident caused the head gasket to explode.
Oh.
I didn't realize this, however, so after a lot of troubleshooting, the car driving weirdly, the car not starting, and various other silly happenings,
What?
I finally replaced the head gasket and fuel pump, and the car worked just fine.
Nice.
And you know what that means?
More driving. Oh. Why? I don't like it when you look like straight at me. I don't. It's weird. I don't like this. Can you go back to like your funny side look thing? Ugh.
Murder.
Okay, maybe I had good reason not to like you looking straight at me.
That guy who stole my watch, he was gonna fucking get it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
taking that thing back, that dickhead.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I can bring a sledgehammer. Once I found the sledgehammer, you bitch, placed it near the dance
What?
pavilion for safekeeping.
Of course.
With that done, back to the road.
Okay.
Clearly, I hadn't learned my lesson from the previous crash and had still been absolutely sending it wherever I could.
Uh-huh.
Which, of course, ended predictably.
Oh,
To get ourselves
oh,
there.
Not again.
Fuck.
Not again.
Yet again, the windshield was gone.
No.
Now, this wouldn't be that big of a deal if I had my helmet. But I didn't. My helmet was, in fact, nowhere to be seen.
You launched it into fucking space.
Shit, where's my helmet? Presumably at some point in the last few hours, it flew out of my car while I was driving.
Did you... You launched it into space when you asked if you could fix it instantly and then knock back your 12 beers. Am I crazy?
Around this point, I was getting a bit sick of having to wear the helmet whenever I was driving. And Chat was too. To prevent getting stung in the eye by a bug, I'd have to drive a lot slower than normal. This is where our comedy of errors begins.
Oh no.
I arrived in town. No helmet.
Okay.
I checked the junkyard. No helmet.
Okay.
I drove along the dirt track. No helmet. And then, the engine rat made its appearance.
Oh
There's a rat in
no.
my car! Naturally, I just cranked up the radio and pretended the rat wasn't there. Arriving at the repair shop, I fixed the mangled suspension and replaced the alternator belt. But the rodent remained.
Oh.
Well, I didn't know what was causing the noise, so I just kept driving. Just a bit up the road, however, the radiator started doing this.
Oh.
Well, let's have another look at the engine. I correctly hypothesized that the cause of my engine rodent issue was the water pump being broken. Everything else was spinning properly, but the water pump wasn't. I
Okay.
also checked the oil.
Not again.
The oil looked, bad. Now pay attention to this very bad black oil.
Uh-huh.
Remember it.
Wait, did he ever change it from before when it was black? Fuck.
It will be important later.
Okay.
So, after a quick trip back to the repair shop, I could take the old water pump out and get a new... Never mind.
Oh,
It was closed.
well.
Yes, today was Saturday, and Fleetari's repair shop wouldn't be open until Monday.
Ew,
So I had
gross.
to occupy myself until then.
Okay.
Fleetari owns this car. Now it may look cool, but this car kinda sucks major ass.
Whoa!
But since the Satsuma was out of action, it was really all I had. Taking the car home was fine until I reached the dirt road. Oh my
Uh-oh. Oh,
god, it's
dear
so
God.
bad. On dirt, this car has next to no grip, so I had to drive very slowly and carefully,
Ooh.
making sure not to take any corners too fast or risk flying off the track. The grip was so bad that my speed was below 30 miles
Oh
an hour.
no, not again, not again, not
Oh my
again,
God,
not
he's
again.
He's coming on my ass. No, he's not doing that. No. The rest of the drive was uneventful. I drove it home without dying. I only said some
Nice.
very suspicious sentences. One very
No,
suspicious
it's fine.
sentence.
It's fine. It's
At
fine.
home, I really didn't have much to do, so I went to get some food. All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
And had a good sauna. Let's piss on it.
Stop. Ew.
In the sauna, I pondered.
You gonna make me act up.
Oh my God. Hunts.
Wait a second. Saturday night parties, dancing,
Guy with the
the
watch.
dance pavilion.
Guy with the watch.
Wait a second. The watch guy.
Yes.
I knew just what I had to do.
Murder.
Oh, there he is. I prepared
Oh.
this earlier.
Are you actually gonna murder him? What?
This is not working.
You lost. Elbow zone. Oh my days.
Yep. He knocked me out.
Yep.
Again.
It's okay.
I-
You're just a lover, not a fighter. It's fine. How the fuck did you beat him the first time? If he's kicking your ass like this bad.
Awoke on the bus stop bench in town.
Okay.
A whole 30 hours after the fight on Monday.
Whoa.
Look, every cloud has a silver lining, except of course nuclear mushroom clouds, which have a lining of strontium-90. This particular cloud's silver lining was the fact that it was Monday, and fleet tires
Right.
would be open. I took the bike back to the muscle car, and the muscle car back to the repair shop. Finally, I could buy a new water pump.
Let's go.
And what do you know? The car was fixed. Yep, completely fixed. Nothing else wrong with it whatsoever.
Isn't the oil bad? Isn't your oil like completely black?
Totally fixed, running flawlessly even. With our perfect 110% really fixed car, I continued on the search for the helmet. I checked around the bushes, some spots where I'd been off-road, and eventually ended up at the small dirt oval track thing.
Okay.
It was here, I just sort of gave up looking for the helmet, and drove around and around at low speed, wondering
Okay.
how on earth I got into this mess. Uh-oh. 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 What happened? What happened? No. No.
I'm waiting
I thought
for
I
it.
was fuel. What happened? What happened?
Oh, you fool. Oh, you fool.
The big one.
Oh no.
The search for my helmet had landed me here. On a small dirt track, broken down, in the middle of nowhere.
Oof.
I checked the engine oil, and sure enough, it looked just like I'd left it. Black.
Yeah.
Replacing the oil didn't help. The damage had already been done. With what I had on hand, there really wasn't much I could do. What had probably happened was a part broke, and the only way for me to get a new one was at the mechanic on the other side of the map.
Ooh.
So, I started hypothesizing. Like, the
Okay.
engine might have just, like, seized, or, like, there's just too much gunk. The camshaft? The little gunk that's actually is the camshaft. That is...
That's me listening to anything to do with cars. Like, just this entire montage going on.
Yeah. It could have been many things, and really I had no idea what. I still fiddled around a little bit, and in doing so ran the battery down until it died.
Oh!
Well,
Dear God!
shit. It looked like I was gonna have to tow the car all the way from here back to the repair shop.
Oh,
So,
no.
allow me to introduce to you the sewage truck. This truck has a powerful engine, is nice and heavy, and is great for towing things. Problem is, the truck is all the way over here at Grandma's house, just outside of walking distance. So instead, I walked over to the bus stop and waited for the bus.
Oh. Wait, the same bus that, like, got in a head-on collision before? Oh no.
Wait, there's the bus!
Oh!
There's the bus! Yes!
He's coming!
Stop. Stop, bus. Stop, 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 bus, bus, bus.
Nice.
Public transportation.
Let's
The boss took
go.
me back to town, where I got in the van, took the van to the repair shop, got out of the van, got on the bike, took the bike to the truck, got off the bike, put the bike in the truck, gently, and began the drive over to Satsuma. I was a bit rusty behind the wheel of this bad boy, so figuring out how everything worked was a bit of a process.
Uh-oh.
Once the truck was worked out, I got on the road and began the drive. Getting to our destination, however, proved to be more difficult
Okay.
than expected. Oh my god. No.
Oh, and you're in the water? Oh no.
Try as I might, the bike just didn't have it in it to get the truck back upright.
Oh no.
Archimedes said, "Give me a motorbike long enough and a riverbed on which to place it, and I shall flip the truck."
Well, at least I had the bike. Everything's fucked. Everything's fucked right now. It's all fucked. None of this is good. It's all fucked. So, what was the plan? Well, it was getting dark and I was tired. So first things first, back home to sleep. Okay, now what? Gentlemen, allow me to introduce my savior, my hero, my messiah. The forkload on the front would be my ticket to truck uprightness. And with my newfound enthusiasm,
Oh my days.
several minutes of driving the slowest vehicle on Earth later, I arrive.
Oh,
Okay, first things first, let's assess the situation. Alright, the situation has been assessed. Let's get back in the tractor and...
Stop. You're... You sweet summer child. How do you do this to yourself? How do you let this happen? Dude, this face says a lot, okay? There is so much being said right now. Oh no.
Off to a flying start. Fighting the tractor proved difficult, but we got there in the end.
Okay.
Okay, time for my master plan.
Okay.
Wedge the fork in between the ground and the truck, and...
Oh no, is it too heavy?
Believe me, I tried, but the truck was well and truly bogged beyond saving.
Oh.
So fuck it. I give up. Yes, I admit a defeat, but really the truck isn't essential.
What the
Satsuma
fuck?
is. To get Satsuma back to the repair shop, I plan to put it on the trailer and drive it back via the highway. The problem with that approach is using the fork loader at all. Just fucking get on the fucking trailer. Making matters worse, my fuel was getting lower.
Oh no.
And lower. And lower. Attendants having violent car sex with Satsuma later. It was finally on the trailer. Yes! Finally, things were looking up. On the highway, I listened to some sick beats to drown out the thoughts of running out of fuel. But man, the fuel. This appropriate music came on right as my fuel was at its very lowest. If I got stranded out here, that would be fucking miserable.
Okay.
The turn off to the town was in sight. It's gonna make it. It's gonna make it. But the fuel. It was so low, the engine started hiccuping. We were so close. But then...
What about your jerry can?
We made it!
Oh,
Hooray! In town, I filled the thirsty, parched, dry tractor with its favorite drink of diesel.
Oh my
I also tried
days.
fiddling around a bit with the car, but nothing came of it. So, back in the tractor and onto the repair shop.
Okay.
And would you believe it? Right there, by the side of the road...
Your
my
helmet? Your helmet!
Yes! I finally found my helmet.
Let's
At
go!
long last, something good happened to me. But,
oh.
What are those lights?
No.
Smart, what are you doing? No, Mart, get back in the tractor. No, Mart.
Goodbye. Oh, dear heavens. Oh, no. Oh. That is... Oh, that is the face of pain. Oh no, the smile. That is not a happy smile. That is pain. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. I'm not sure why I didn't just get back in the tractor and pull over, but yeah, here we are. Getting Satsuma back into the trailer, predictably, sucked.
Yeah.
But once it was in, yes, I could get back on the road and finally get the car back to the repair shop.
Okay. Yo, that's crazy. Look at how hard it is to see through that. Oh no. Oh no.
And here we are. So, you'd think that was the end of it, right?
No.
We're at the repair shop. Surely now we can just fix up the car and get back on the road. Nope.
Yeah.
The pain didn't stop. It only got worse. First, I tried changing some of the easy-to-access parts.
Okay.
The distributor, the fuel pump, the fuel filter, and the spark plugs.
Okay. Not on his door!
Finally, I have found my purpose.
Oh no.
Vehicular destruction of my cousin's car. I have become Pinar,
What?
destroyer of car doors.
He's gonna destroy my door.
Oh.
You just... God. So, let's try again.
I believe? I believe?
Yep,
Damn.
no dice.
Oh my
But with the
Jesus!
alternator, took off the cylinder head and replaced the head gasket.
Okay.
Still didn't work. 3 whole hours of the car not working, and things were only looking worse.
Okay.
It wasn't a fuel problem, it wasn't a head gasket problem, it wasn't this, or that, or the other thing. Honestly, I was at a bit of a loss, and all the batteries I had on hand were flat. To get more, I'd have to go into town and buy some. Okay, I'm gonna go buy another battery. Naturally, the vehicle for that job was the van.
Okay.
I sped into town, arrived in town, put the batteries in the van, and
Okay.
set back off for the repair shop. When I did this...
Oh, eat. Well,
Why? Why? Getting the van back upright proved difficult.
naturally.
God!
How did he not get hit? How did he not just get fucking murderized?
Why? Getting the van back upright proved difficult.
He's near the white. Dude, that goes through him. That truck went through him. The van went through him. Whoa.
God! Please, no!
Oh, dude, it couldn't even land on its wheels.
This is a fucking nightmare. This is a fucking nightmare. We're in. I can't flip the car.
Might be a car issue. Have you tried fixing it?
Oh, hey,
Yes! Oh
Let's
my
go!
God, sit. Back at the repair shop, I put everything together and tried starting the car up again. It didn't work. I
Oh.
tried another battery. It didn't work. I got a new rocker shaft. It didn't work. I took the fuel tank out. For some reason. That didn't work. I concluded
Okay.
that I had no idea what was wrong and that I probably needed to rebuild the engine. If I couldn't figure it out, surely replacing every single part would fix it. Right?
in theory,
Right?
right? Yeah.
Well, I really had no other choice. So, I got to work.
Okay.
Onto pistons. I think the boot's not attached right. That's why the car's not starting, man.
Whoa!
I can't figure this out. I'll replace literally all these parts. Yeah, there goes the gearbox. These pistons are fucked.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, it worked! Half an hour of rebuilding the engine later, the new parts were in, and it was back in the car.
Okay.
Wonderful. And so, I gave it a go. Let's give it a roll.
Fingers crossed.
And the battery was flat.
Of course.
So I tried another. Also flat. Yep. And another. Flat again.
Oh no.
Yep. That's right. I had run every single battery on the map down to 0 charge. I tried charging a dead battery at the charger at home. Dead batteries can't be charged. I looked in
What?
Timo's shop. No batteries. He was sold out. The engine was fixed, but I couldn't start it. Just fuck. I
What?
searched far and wide for a single battery with a morsel of charge.
you can't charge the dead one, then what's the charger for? Or does it have to still have like a bit of charge to be able to do anything with it? And that's not how it works in real life, right? You can charge a dead car battery, right? My ignorance is showing. I'm sorry.
Nothing. 5 hours of the car being broken, and it was still fucking broken.
Yep. Yep. Understandable.
All I could really do was just sit around, drink beer, and wait for the shop to restock.
Okay. How long did that take? What? Oh, this is a lot of days.
Ages. But finally, oh my god, they're back. Batteries!
Let's go!
I put a fresh one in, and, alright. I'm
Please?
fucking nervous.
Please?
This better work.
Please?
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh no. Oh yes!
Gentlemen,
Oh,
after 6 hours of broken Satsuma, it finally worked.
holy
And now
shit.
is time for my dastardly plan. You see, the distance done stat counts distance by measuring the car's speedometer. Not the
Okay.
actual speed, but the speed the car thinks it's going. Gentlemen,
Oh.
allow me to introduce to you the dynamometer. Typically used to measure the power of a vehicle, I was going to use it to spin the tires as fast as physically possible. First gear, 60 kilometers an hour. Second gear, 100. Third gear, 150. Fourth gear, 226 kilometers an hour. The highest possible speed in the Satsuma. Now you might think, but this is cheating.
It is cheating.
And yes. But cast your eyes to the distance left stat.
Oh. Oh dear. I think I'm on your side. I think I understand.
Now, let me speed up the video. Do you notice anything alarming? Is there anything about this video that seems off?
It's not going down.
The distance left is still going up.
Oh
This is where
no.
I finally realized I was truly doomed. Even at the highest possible speed, it still wasn't enough to outpace the ravenous viewers. And even better, a few minutes of running the car at its highest RPM later, the engine, where the brakes not working, did this. Where the brakes not
Oh
working.
no.
No,
Oh, that's a
don't
problem.
break my car. No,
Oh.
stop. Removing the engine once more, I found a, do we have a hole in the block?
Oh.
Giant hole in the engine block. Fuck.
That you know, maybe that's meant to be there. Maybe it's an improvement, you know? Maybe it'll cool it down. You know? Just yeah, right? Yeah. Not again.
Oh yeah. God. And what do you know? The engine was ready for a test.
Okay.
Of course, now that I'd rebuilt the whole thing, all of the new parts were untuned. It's not very powerful, so it ran like shit.
Oh. Again.
Well, fuck. And finally, after almost exactly 8 hours of not having the car drive on the dirt track, we were back.
Okay.
19 and a half hours on long streams like this tends to be very close to maximum pain.
Oh,
Around this
don't.
time, it was about 4 a.m. I hadn't seen sunlight in over 8 hours. The
Oh,
donations
jeez.
and their annoying messages hadn't stopped for the entire stream, and my desire to sleep was incredibly intense. This is where I start getting a bit delusional and paranoid.
Oh
What if
no.
someone finds out where I live? What if
What?
Dad isn't willingly giving me money, but I'm stealing it from them?
What?
I mean, why am I even here anyway? I don't deserve this. This whole thing is a mistake. I'm not supposed to be here. Someone else. Come on, you get your head back in. Sleep or what? Come on.
Dude, this is me. This is the shit that I do. It's oh, you get so in your head. It's so dumb.
Probably be paying attention to the road.
Nah.
Just zoned out. It really didn't
Sounds
help
fine.
that half the donation messages went something along the lines of, haha, we are torturing you for our entertainment. Ha ha. Ha ha. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
What? You okay? Nice.
Yeah. Not very nice. But I knew just the guy to take it all out on.
Oh no, not the watch
Watch
guy. You're gonna get your ass beat again. Yo, this is so cinematic.
Oh fuck it.
Well. Oh, you did it!
I won.
Hell
I
yeah.
beat him up. Did I feel a sense of accomplishment?
No.
Did I feel a sense of satisfaction?
No.
No. Did I feel anything? Not
No.
really. The only thing I really felt was pain.
Oh.
Lots and lots of pain.
Oh.
And where else to lay my feelings to rest than the blackjack table? I think it's time for a game of blackjack, gentlemen. And so I sat there, slowly
Okay.
losing my money, slowly losing my mind. I think it was time to give up. 20 and a half hours of MysummerCar later, I had driven
Dude.
585 kilometers, and the distance had increased from 1,500 to 6,448 kilometers.
Jesus.
So, that's it. That was the stream. I haven't touched MysummerCar since, but
Oh.
Finland doesn't forget, and Finland never forgives. Literally
Ooh.
every single thing I have done since then has had a flood of comments underneath it about the drive. Literally everywhere. Community posts, my second channel, Twitter, even my Instagram that I've never even mentioned one single time, and occasionally in real life too. So I guess I have unfinished business. Now, this challenge would literally never end if I didn't change something.
Okay.
So I've changed something.
Okay.
Instead of donations adding distance, they make playing the game a living hell.
Oh no.
Horrible people can now fuck with the steering, accelerate and brake, add piss, and make me a violent alcoholic for a short period. All the proceeds from the big first stream will be going towards the Royal Children's Hospital Foundation.
Oh.
The only thing that can still add distance is subscribers. So if you want to prolong my pain just a little bit more, subscribe and I'll drive 1 more meter. The next big stream will be in about a week. I'll drive for 24 hours, and the proceeds, once again, will be donated to the Royal Children's Hospital. So join me in my future Finnish endeavors, and mark my words, this distance will read 0.
Hell yeah. That's amazing.
Eventually.
Yeah. Okay. Holy shit. Not only was that crazy to watch, especially with everything that could go wrong going wrong, that ending, dude, to see everything like constantly going up and him being in a loop, like he was trapped in a loop, and I love so much that people were bringing it up and like hounding him about it, like oh dude, that'd be so hard. So I'm so glad that he's changed things, and then he tried to like do it, and I think that's the next video, right? Is him like accomplishing the whole thing, and the proceeds going to like getting donated is immensely amazing. That is so I don't know, to be able to do something so stupid, to have so much fun, not only like yourself having fun, but fun with your community, and then everything going to charity is like, I don't think there's much better than that, honestly. That is so amazing. I'm excited. Make sure you guys check out the original. It'll be linked down below. Thank you so much. If you liked my video, make sure that you like and subscribe so I can see you in the next one. Bye!